Hello, our listeners. Greetings. You're listening to the Ogunsanyas. We are back on PRZ FM 109.2, and we have missed you so much. And we are excited that we are in the month of February, which is, as we know, the month of love. So, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. And we have some fun things to talk about for our show this evening. Let me introduce my wonderful, handsome husband, my co-host. Over to you, babe.
Hi, good evening, listeners. It's good to be back on here tonight, and then we really missed you. This is Together Forever show on PRZ 109.2 FM, and we are happy to be here tonight.
Yes, so Together Forever show, as I've forgotten. Together we are stronger. So we are back. We have some juicy topic to speak about today. We all know it is Valentine's Day week. Valentine's, yay! Valentine's. What about Valentine's? Do we need Valentine's Day? Do we have to celebrate it? Is it just a money-making scheme? Is it good for couples to celebrate Valentine's Day? What do you think, babe?
I think it's good, though. As a couple, as a married person, every day should be a Valentine.
Ooh.
It shouldn't be we have to wait till when it is February to celebrate Valentine. I believe every day of the marriage, every day of your relationship should be a Valentine.
Wow. Mr. Romantic, aren't I lucky? But is that because your birthday just happens to be on Valentine's Day, so I'm married to Mr. Valentine's? Is that why you're saying that?
Not really, no. It has nothing to do with it. I just think to have a successful marriage, you should be in your marriage should be some thing that where love grows, where is love shows, where there is affection, where is romance, where is everything.
Okay.
It shouldn't be because it's February. No.
Okay, so am I gonna get roses every day from now on?
I'll try.
Oh, thank you. That is sweet, isn't it sweet? So yeah, listeners, my husband's birthday is actually February 14th. Yeah, February 14th. And for the longest time, when I was single, I had nobody to take me out on a Valentine's Day. I would always be alone and watch the couples go out on their dates and send roses and send cards. And then God brought me a husband, and we were going to have Valentine's Day, but it was his birthday, so I still didn't have Valentine's Day. So do you want to talk a little bit about our first Valentine's Days and your first birthdays? Because we had to kind of share it. It was like, this year is Valentine's Day. No, this year is my birthday. No, this time is yeah. Well, we've kind of gotten somewhere, but it wasn't always smooth. So how is it being born on Valentine's Day?
To me, I don't think there is something different. It's just like any other day. You can see people who were born on maybe January 1st, who were born December 25th as well. They too will be happy. Oh, I was born on New Year, I was born on Christmas Day, I was born on Saturday. So I think it's just to me it's just a normal day. Though I'm lucky, or I would say I'm lucky, I'm blessed to be born on February 14th, and which I really appreciate God for that, for bringing me into the world on that day. And yeah, I think I enjoyed it when I was small. Well, okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay, interesting. I don't know if that's how I felt at the beginning. No, I was like, okay, so it means I won't have Valentine's Day. And then I don't know if you guys know, but we got married on my birthdays. So it was like, is it so that we should be saving money? My birthday is anniversary. Your birthday, Valentine's Day. Or is it just an Ogunsanya tradition?
I think it's just a blessing. That's how God wants it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So the first Valentine's Day, I thought we were gonna have a romantic day, go out. It's all gonna be about me. And it's like, no, this is what I want. I want you to cook me rice. I want you to cook me meal. We'll stay inside. We won't go anywhere. Him. Okay. This is the first one. That's what he wants. Why not? Give him what he wants. Cater to your man, isn't it, ladies? Give the guy what he wants. But then it was like the next year I thought it's gonna be my turn. It's gonna be Valentine's Day, and it wasn't like that. So this is where I'm going. What if your guy or your lady just isn't really into it and you're into it? How do you solve that?
Yeah, I think you just have to find a midpoint whereby two of you have to come together and agree on a particular thing. Okay, you want this, I want this. Okay, why not join the two together and then find the average, and then we go with that.
Wow. Okay, the average. Yeah. So we're actually going to have fun for this Valentine's Day weekend. We are going to a wonderful event which is being hosted by our sister Rita Eluwade. It's going to be a really wonderful time. It's for Love and Laughter, I believe it's called, and it's going to be an amazing time. So if you're free, check her out on Facebook, Rita Eluwade. That's where we're going. So I'm not cooking, but at least that's what I've done for you. You should enjoy your birthday now. Everybody will be there. I'm not sure they will be doing cake, but you know.
Don't worry, you have your Valentine.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Isn't he romantic? So do you think people spend too much money on all this Valentine's? Do you think the shops just do it? Do people really need to do it? Like he said, is it something that should bring joy? Do people have to do it? Do you really think it's fair for somebody to say, nah, I'm just not gonna do it? Is it unfair? How would people feel? I know there's some people, they get roses at work, they get all kinds at work, and then maybe their partner won't do anything. How do they manage that?
I believe it's good to do it, and but it's not good to spend so much money on it, because like I said earlier, every day should be it should be your Valentine. Every day should be your romantic day. Every day should be your a lovely day. It shouldn't be just I have to wait till February 14th. But if you said you celebrating it, your fancy, your spouse can take you anywhere you want, but not to spend so much money on it whereby you say, a lot of money has been spent on it. It's good to enjoy oneself. It's good to celebrate Valentine. It's good.
Yeah, so it's not really so much about what you do, but maybe it's just a nice time to maybe go have dinner without the children, or maybe if you're not able to get a sitter, maybe try and put the kids a bit earlier to bed. We have Netflix now. You can do up your room as a fancy restaurant. You can just have fun. It's just a time to just be fun and just remember those things you used to do when you were dating, when you were courting. I like Valentine's Day, but I think now, if I'm honest, I think I've now I see it more as my husband's birthday. I see it more, it's my husband's birthday and he's a Valentine's baby. So yeah, I do like it. There are some people that say, it's Western, that black people don't need to do that. Is it true they don't need to do all these things?
Yeah, everybody needs to do it. It's not compulsory that it should be whether black people or white people. Valentine's for everybody. Everybody celebrates Valentine, and everybody needs to show love to each other. So we don't have to restrict it to maybe it's just to the white alone or to the black people alone. It's for everybody.
For everybody. Okay, I like that one. And I think Hallmark will like that. I think Cadbury's will like that. I think all these people will like that. So get online. There's loads of fun events happening. There's lots of Christian events happening. There's many great things. Of course, we are going to Rita Eluwade's event, which is going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. Get dressed up, go out with your spouse and just enjoy each other and laugh, because we need to see more laughter in our marriages. And we are going to be talking about a similar kind of topic. It's not really Valentine's Day, but it seems like it's making its own way into social media and how we think about certain things. So join us. Don't go too far. We'll be back after this very short break.
Yeah, just wait there. We'll be right back.
Girls with gold teeth, faithful, don't cheat. Let me handcuff her to the bed like police. Too real for Twitter, man, she so street. Check her timeline, you won't see no tweets. Ride or die chick, you don't want no beef. Good sense of humor, she funny like Monique. She a neat freak, the crib be so neat. A night freak, swear to God, I don't get no sleep. Ahead cause we both getting bread, whole week. Disagree, we gon' patch it up slowly. Watch Kevin Hart, he had me so weak. Seen Cooley High, we cried for cold cheeks. Eating mangoes in the summer, so sweet. We be riding on them jet skis, Jones Beach. Strong like 40 kings and queens, we both beasts. Even though it's just two of us, we roll deep.
This is pride, king and queen, so divine. If love can kill, it'll be a homicide. No describing this thing we got. Ain't nothing like black love. Ain't nothing like black love. Ain't nothing like black love. No, ain't nothing like black love. Ain't nothing like black love.
I like girls with tattoos, a bad attitude, screaming out my name when I'm in it. Cause I make her smile when she in a bad mood. Independent woman getting cream, cash rules. I told her ex-man, I got some bad news. Real chicks don't get along with whack dudes. Dance like she an exotic dancer at Sue's. I love a woman who know how to dance. Mad moves, dance with a cup and high heel black shoes, but never spill a drink.
Welcome back, listeners. Thank you for not leaving and staying with us. You're tuned into the Together Forever show. This is your co-host Victoria Ogunsanya. We're in the studio and I'm live with my husband here, Ade. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, welcome back again.
Yes, so the song choice, not our usual song choice. We understand all things Christian. Yes, we listen to Christian music, but it's the topic that I wanted to touch on. And the song is by Papoose and it's called BlacK Love. BlacK Love. What is BlacK Love? This song is about a man talking about his wife, and they have a testimony. I don't know if they're Christians or not, but their marriage has seen some tests. He was still with his wife when she went to prison and used to come and visit her. He was there for her. She's out of prison and they're still together, and he has a song called BlacK Love. So that's quite empowering, how he's talking about his wife and things like that. So, topic for today, the main topic, hashtag BlacK Love, the revolution. What's that all about?
Well, I would say BlacK Love, it involves or it entails the love between the black people, which between husband and wife. Yeah, I would say husband and wife. It's because in the years back or in the olden days, you wouldn't see so much black people that be in love. But these days we can see that at the rate which black people are coming up with loving one another, relating with one another, I think that's it for me.
Wow. Yeah, it's true. Yes, and the subject is also an event that we, by God's grace, will be part of a panel called BlacK Love, the Revolution, which will not be televised. I don't know about you, but I am just loving all the different groups about black romantic love, black couples revolution, Black Marriage Network, which is our joint, as you know, and many other things promoting BlacK Love. Why do you not see it on mainstream TV? I mean, wherever you're joining us from, we are in the UK, London at the moment, so that's where we're broadcasting from. Speaking from a London, UK perspective, we know that we have quite a high percentage of black people living in the capital. Why don't we see BlacK Love on our TV screens? Do you want to touch on that, babe?
Remember, this is Western world, and I believe that's part of the reason why we don't see black people or black love in our media these days. And they believe love is not really for black people, that is love it's for the white people. So and then you will see whereby even if you see a black man, you see you wouldn't see you will hardly see a black woman beside him. So what they portray is that love or marriage or relationship is not really for the black people, whereby it's for just the white men alone.
Well, I'm not sure if we're going to go into the reasons for that, or if they're even aware. But even there's many different conversations going on online. I was recently part of a chat which was talking about, the person was saying, oh, all I'm seeing is interracial couples. When are they ever going to put a black man and a black woman together? And there were many different people commenting, and one person said, oh, this is something they've never even thought about. So do you think people have not thought about it? Do you think people are seeing that? Is there even a need for it? Should we just, love is love, right? Marriage is marriage. There are white couples on TV. There are interracial couples on TV. Why do we need black couples on TV?
I think people have started noticing that such thing is happening now. But I think for them to come out and say, oh, this is happening, how come it's happening, is very, very difficult. They find it difficult or maybe challenging for them that, oh, we don't want them to call us this, we don't want them to call us names. That's why people have been restricted from coming up. But
wow.
I believe if there should be a vote or something, I believe there'll be a lot of people that have said, yeah, they are into it, or they're ready to contest it.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I really so much agree with what you're saying. It's just I remember even growing up as a child, I grew up in London, and we hardly really saw black programs or black people, especially black British programs. We did see quite a few US programs, but it was rare to see black British programs. And I remember enjoying Desmond's as a child. Desmond's about the barbershop, the Caribbean owned barbershop, and they were a black couple. That was a family business. And there was also another program on BBC which was Baby Father, which was about black men in relationships with mostly black women. Just normal kind of programs where people were like, oh my gosh, black people on TV. So if there's more black people now, how come we're seeing less and less? There's nothing at all like that now. Is it because, we're all online, or we have Ben TV, BET, we have our own channels? How can we have more black people but less black British programs?
Yeah, the media will always show you what they want you to see.
Wow.
They wouldn't tell you. They wouldn't show you what else is going on. They will show you this is what we want to see. This is what they they want to stereotype you. They want to make you think in one way, in one direction. That, this is not happening. This is only exactly what is happening.
Wow. And
which it shouldn't be, or it's not so.
Wow. I really agree with you, and I think we've kind of become desensitized to it. For instance, if we were to watch ITV tomorrow and they showed 20 adverts and there was black couples, I think we'd all be shocked, and wouldn't really know what to think, because we're just like, what's going on? There was even the case, I read Afua Hirsch's book, British, really, really good book. I don't know if it was her book or Rennie Lodge, and they were explaining that there was an advert. It was a John Lewis advert, I believe it was a John Lewis advert. It was a Christmas advert, and it was just a family advert, a little girl wanting a Christmas present, and her dad was in the garden, it was snowing, and there was a trampoline, and it was a black family, and people were confused. People wrote in, why is John Lewis having this black family? What's going on? This is UK. And it's so funny, because the person that wrote in to complain, she was like, I'm a UK person, but I'm currently living somewhere else. It's like, so you're a UK person living somewhere else, that's just how bad it is. It's like we're so used to just seeing no normal black people, no normal families, that when we do see it, we're just confused. Why does it have to change? I mean, there are interracial couples. Do we need to see black couples, or what do you think?
I think there's nothing bad in saying black couple. It should be both. You can see, it should be both white couples, black couples. It shouldn't be only you'll be saying on TV just the white couples alone. I believe there are a lot of black people out there which are making impact. You will only see Obama and his wife on the TV.
Right.
That's the only black couple that everybody knows, that everybody's well aware of. Because and I think it's because he was once president. Adam Bin is not a president, or he's not into any office. You wouldn't have seen them.
Wow.
Which it shouldn't be. I believe as black people, it is time for us to to rise up and said, oh yeah, we need to see more of this. We need to see more of black people. We need to see more of black relationship in our community.
Okay. So do you think it affects children, or do you think, I mean, okay, especially let's say us as Christians, there are some Christians that kind of think, you don't really need to have Black Marriage Network. Why can't it just be Marriage Network? Why does it have to be black? Is there a need, or there's a genuine need but they don't see it because they see themselves represented, so it's not really something they've thought about? Is there that need for that representation for children to just see normal husband treating his wife?
Yeah, it might not affect them, and reason being because it's not what they've been used to. It's not what they know. It hadn't been you've taught they are aware of that. Oh, there is something called black couple, black relationship, or black something. They will have said, oh, how come we didn't see? Boy, since it's not been shown to them, they've not been made aware of it,
right,
then it will definitely not affect them. It will only affect them. What they see is what they will believe in.
Wow. What you see is what you believe in. So if you don't see black couples behaving normally on TV, or if you only see the angry black woman or the no good dad that has left, that's a criminal, and that's all you see, then that's what you will believe. No wonder why things are happening the way they are. No wonder why the average perception of a ordinary black person is so low. I mean, look at what we're seeing. So what do you think is going to happen? There's all these websites, we share stuff about black families, and people are always like, oh, Victoria, thank you for posting these things, it's really encouraging, it's so uplifting, it's so nice to see black families looking happy, looking together. You know, what's going to happen? Because everybody's talking about black love. I mean, even this there's an event called Black Love the Revolution. We're going to be on that panel. It's on the 28th of February. It's still in the month of love. If you're interested, go to Just Tickets, and details will be there. There's going to be many different black couples, black experts, counselors, all kinds of people in the community that are going to come down and talk about this topic. But why do you think it's just exploded now? Why are people hungry for this imagery, seeing black couples? Why do they need to see it? Why? What's the importance?
Yeah, like I said, it's a revolution where it is time for it to come out, and all we need to do at the moment is just to keep on talking about it, keep on sharing it, keep on posting it. I believe as time goes on, they too will come to reality. Oh yeah, these people they are woken up now, they are rising up, so they started showing something, or they started presenting people of black love or black anything related to black marriage. If we don't stand on our ground, if we don't stand, oh, this is what we want, this is what we believe in, it won't happen. It won't happen. Wow. Okay, so that's the UK scene. What do you think in terms of Africa and Caribbean? I mean, when I went to Africa, that was one of the things I forgot that I would enjoy, just seeing black people in the adverts and commercials. It was like, oh my gosh, black people. I was thinking, wow, is that how white people feel every day? How was it for you? Because you grew up in Nigeria, coming, and what was seeing the representation that you saw? Did it affect you? Did you notice it? Is it something would you think your brother, let's say he's in Nigeria, if he came, what do you think he would say? Yeah, because if you're in Africa, remember, it's in Africa,
right,
you definitely see loads of black couples.
Wow.
I hardly seen white couples, because it depends on where the location is, or where you are. And then when you see them, it's maybe you saw on the TV, you're watching movie, you're watching film. That's when you might see most of white couples, because it depends on the environment,
right?
And I think maybe but despite the fact that we are in the community, or we're in Africa, they still show white couples. They still show, they don't know discrimination, nothing. But over here, you hardly seen that. I don't know, maybe they feel intimidated, or I don't know how I'm gonna put it.
Okay, so you went there. You went there. So I don't know if anyone was paying attention, but Christmas, look it up, Macy's, they did an advert which people were calling racist. It was stereotypically racist. I thought it was not quite on. I won't go too much into it, but it was the way they depicted white families versus the way they depicted black families. So my husband is, I wasn't going to go in there and say it, but he's spoken about it. I believe that there is some kind of threat, because when there is anything to do with black people, support black business or support black this, people are kind of like, okay, we see the need. But when it's a black man and a black woman together, there's that barrier that we're not sure about this. And to me, that just speaks about how the enemy fights marriages, how the enemy fights unity. Because he knows once the black marriages in the community are strong, the community will be strong. We won't see the things that we're seeing. Once the black marriages are strong, that's the end of poverty. That's the end of confusion. That's the end of having so many black people in mental hospitals. That's the end of us struggling because of that unity. So he is fighting whether they realize that they're being used by the enemy or not. They're actually being used by the enemy, because how can we have so many black people going to church but not really progressing in the way they should? So yeah, you've really hit the nail on the head.
I believe there are a lot of black people progressing.
Amen.
It's just that they've not been televised, they've not been shown to.
Okay.
It's not been on the media.
I hear you.
There are loads of black people out there which they are doing well, and then I believe maybe by the time the black people go more into the media, maybe they too will be able to stand for other black people as well.
Oh, wonderful. Amen. May God put us in positions, and maybe when we get into those positions, may we do well. So that you've spoken about that. What about the conflict between being a Christian and wanting to be pro-black? Do you think that there is a conflict there? Because a lot of people are like, would God be really interested in Black Marriage Network? Does it need to be that, brother, sister? Or do you feel that the white Christians maybe don't understand? Can you be pro-black and love Christ?
Yeah, because you can be, or Christ didn't come for white people, neither did he come for black people.
Amen.
He came for everyone. So he didn't see this one as black, he didn't see the other one as white. So I believe for God to have come down and said, and it's been written in his word, joined together as one. He didn't say, only just white people should be joined together, or only black people should be joined together. So he said Christ came for all. And then I believe as a Christian, as a black Christian, you can go higher, you can go places, except you don't want, except you want to be your own obstacle to yourself. So I believe you can go so many places.
Wow, wonderful. So after all you said, I'll take it that you are for black love.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've spoken about what black love means to you. Can I say a little bit about what it means to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so black love to me is like generation, legacy, leaving that wholeness, showing an example for your sons. This is how you treat your wife. Showing an example for your daughters. This is how you treat your husband. Having that foundation, leaving a legacy of love, of wholeness. Many of us haven't seen necessarily great relationships, but black love is, doing marriage the way the Bible says. Black love is fun. Black love is forgiving. Black love is understanding. Black love doesn't give up. Even as this man, Papoose, I don't know if he's a Christian, but he stood by his wife who was in prison. She wasn't wrongly imprisoned as well. She did whatever she did. She was there. But the black love stood. He stood, and they're together. So, I mean, if they may not be Christians and they're standing, then what excuse do some of us have? So let's really just involve God. And it's good for us to be proud of who we are. It's good if our children see examples of people looking like them being in love. That is a good thing. It adds to their self-esteem. And it's also good for other races to see that as well, because it changes the way they think about us. So, wow. Really interesting topic. And if you're interested in this topic, put in your diary the 28th of February in the evening. Black Revolution is going to be awesome. Go to Just Tickets for more info. We are going to be there. Many people are going to be there. Come and support your community. And also Valentine's Day weekend, we are going to have fun with Rita Eluwade and her husband and many other wonderful couples. Check her out on Facebook. And that's it for me.
Yeah, thank you for listening once again. Just to remind you, Black love is something we need to stand with. It's something we need to showcase. It's something that we need to lift up.
Amen.
As the world goes now, it is time for us to stand out. It is time for us to stand for ourselves. It is time for us to stand for the Black community. And I pray God will help us.
Amen. Happy Valentine's Day, and remember, together we are stronger.